Hi, I'm Dr. Jennifer Gutman. Welcome to my new series, A Path to Sustainable Life Satisfaction. My mission is to use my experience and expertise to help you realize the kind of life satisfaction that's dependent on no one but you to sustain it. It's a theory that I have researched and developed from cognitive behavior therapy and refined over my 20 years of successful interaction with clients. I have created a blueprint that sees them self-reliant and effective in every area of their lives. They channel their strengths, not their weaknesses. They no longer look for approval outside of themselves. Instead, reinforcement comes from within. I help people master their lives by utilizing 6 empowering components that comprise my sustainable life satisfaction techniques. Now, I know if you're motivated, you are the only tool necessary because you are the change agent. The first important component in my brand strategy involves learning to become a closer. Have you ever wondered if you're a starter or a closer? Over the years, people have asked me what are my pet peeves. And I'm honest with them. I have trouble when people don't follow through with what they say they're going to do. I admire people that say that they're going to do something and then do it. They're what I like to call closers. At an early age, I became aware that both my grandmother and my father completed each task that was given to them. I recognized that this trait brought each one of them some degree of pride. It became a trait that I really wanted to emulate. I found myself becoming impatient with people who didn't follow through. I wondered whether people who don't follow through felt that same impatience with themselves. Doing what you say you're going to do is not easy for anyone. As someone who works hard to practice what she preaches, I work hard to complete tasks, and I remind myself that I always feel better when I complete more tasks than when I start more and complete less. I feel more confident when I know I can rely on myself to follow through on what I've promised myself I'm going to do, and that others can rely on me for the same. Starting is easy, but closing is hard. It's not surprising that starting is the easy part, right? Have you wondered why? Well, starting is fun and exciting. Starting only seems challenging. Why is closing so really hard? Closing it's boring, and it requires accountability and work and organizational skills. However, with the challenge comes a sense of effectiveness at having been able to conquer the mundane stuff, not just the fun. And I can tell you that feeling of self-efficacy develops into self-confidence and self-respect, and it's priceless. Now, have you figured out yet if you're a starter or a closer? If you haven't, that's okay. A lot of people don't know. I don't want you to settle for the rush of being a starter. I want you to be determined to become a closer. Let's start with a few examples. Like following through on a plan you made with yourself to exercise, let's say 3 times a week. Telling someone you'll call at a certain time and actually following through. In each of these examples, you're doing it because it will make you feel better about yourself. So here's a few points on how to be the most successful at this. Do not move too quickly to the next enticing project. Complete those last pesky details from the last one. Focus on the goal, which is actually closing. Keep telling yourself to slow down, even though it's so exciting to move on. Effective closing is a stepping stone in developing a feeling of effectiveness in the world. It's about committing to keep your life in order and honoring your word. And what you'll find is as your self-reliance grows, so will your feelings of confidence. And close